Hello, algebra students. One area where students, even advanced ones, get confused is they mix up simplifying or solving. So let's take a look at two very similar examples that have a slight difference. So what I'd like to point out to you about the first one is that it's just one expression. 6t squared plus 7t minus 5t squared minus t squared plus 28 is just a bunch of numbers and variables and operations. We have no relationship to another expression. We don't have an equal sign, a greater than or equal to sign, a less than sign, any of that. All we have is the one expression. So all we can do is simplify. Work forwards, obey any operations we see. And what operations do we see? Well, a bunch of pluses and minuses, right? So since we are adding and subtracting in the land of algebra, we know that we can only combine like terms. Let me pick up all the t squared terms first. So I have 6t squared, and from that I want to take away 5t squared and then take away another 1t squared. Oh, look at that. All my t squareds are gone. If I have 6 of them, and then I take away 5 of those, and then another one, hey, they're gone. There's no more t squareds. I don't even have to write 0. I just drop them. Now, looking at my t terms, I only see the one t term. It's a positive 7t. Since it's out in front, I don't need that plus sign anymore. And then I only have the one constant term, the one plain old number, plus 28. And now there's no more simplifying I can do. I can't do this addition. And since it's just a single expression with no relationship to another expression, there's nothing else I can do. And I stop here. Now let's look, on the other hand, at the next example. This time I see 6t squared plus 7t minus 5t squared minus t squared equals 28. That's the key here, the equal sign. This is not just one expression. This is one expression related to another expression. The relationship between them is equality, but still I have a relationship between two expressions, so therefore I can solve. Okay, so solving is possible, but something you should know is simplify first. There are two expressions on the left and right hand side. If you can simplify those expressions, do it. It's going to make your solving easier. So again, I am going to simplify, but I'm only going to look at one side at a time. So let's just look at the left hand side. Don't jump across the equal signs when simplifying. So again, I see some addition I can do. So 6t squared minus 5t squared minus t squared is still nothing. But now all I have left on the left-hand side here is 7t. And that's going to be equal to whatever I get on the right-hand side. Well, 28's already as simple as it's going to get. It can't be further simplified. It's 28. And now I'm done simplifying, but I do have the power to solve this time. Why? Because I have those two equal expressions. I have a relationship between two sides. And so I do have the power to work backwards. I do have the power to isolate t to figure out the mystery of what t is equal to. So remember now we're in the land of solving. We're not doing what we're told. We're doing the opposite. And we're not doing it to one side. We're doing it to both sides. So since 7 and t are multiplying, if I want to get rid of that 7, I'm going to do the opposite, divide. And I can do whatever I want to an equation, as long as I do it to both of those expressions, both sides, as we often say. And now let's see what our new equivalent equation will be. Well, multiplying and dividing by 7 cancel. T is alone, just like we wanted, and 28 divided by 7 is 4. Now, this time on the left-hand problem, all I could do was simplify. But now with this equation, I did have the power to, after simplifying either side, solve. Nice. Strong work. Super proud of you guys. Happy learning.